From KRIS 6 News, this is a breaking news alert.
Well, I'm Drew Bishop, and we've got breaking news about an officer-involved shooting at the AutoZone on Airline near Holly. Jada Strayer joins us live at the scene. Jada, what's the latest?
I'm Jada Strayer, and I'm outside the AutoZone off Airline Road. At around 3:30 p.m. today, a threat was made and police were called. As officers arrived, one was shot but does not sustain any life-threatening injuries. The suspect was arrested and nobody else was hurt. I'll keep you updated as more information comes. You can check our website or on our KRIS 6 Facebook page. I'm Jada Strayer with KRIS 6 News. Back to you in the studio.
Well, Jada, thank you for those details. Well, everything has a price tag, and the price for water here in Corpus Christi is about to go up. At today's weekly water briefing, City Manager Peter Zanoni announced the timeline for water and wastewater rate increases. In July, the city is set to present information on the rates to council. They'll have a workshop, then a vote, then officially adopt the new rate structure. The new water rates would then take effect on October 1st, 3 months sooner than when these changes usually begin on January 1st. Zanoni says as the City Council has approved $1 billion in water projects, the increased rates will help foot the bill.
The City Council that sits here today, they have taken generational votes and approved $1 billion worth of new water supply projects, not because we just wanted to spend $1 billion, but because our water supply was in jeopardy with a drought of record and a system that is not robust enough to handle it.
Well, the city manager also addressed water releases into Corpus Christi Bay, known as pass-throughs. Right now, the state requires the city to release water when we're at 30% of combined capacity. Zanoni says the city is in talks to have that release trigger point changed to 50% of capacity. Well, the city manager also spoke about some pretty important water-related agenda items that will be voted on during next week's council meeting. On Tuesday, council members will finally vote on an ordinance that will determine monthly water allocations for city water customers under a potential level 1 water emergency. This vote was tabled last week. A vote is also scheduled on a resolution that will authorize the city manager to initiate surcharges during a level 1 water emergency. Council members will also vote on awarding a $78.6 million design and build contract for the proposed Inner Harbor desalination project. And as we mentioned yesterday, there will also be a presentation from Spheros Environmental Group and members of the Farfield Committee. Well, Chief Meteorologist Stephanie Lauber joins us now for a look at all the important weekend forecasts. But Steph, we have something very important that's coming up right after our newscast here today. Tell us about it.
That's right. It is that time of year with hurricane season just a few days away. We've got Plan, Prepare, Survive, the KRIS 6 Hurricane Special that is going to be coming up right after this newscast. But before hurricane season begins, we've been talking about water. We've had a lot of rainfall. It's been very helpful. And as we go into the hurricane season, you may have also heard about El Nino. So with a lot of these different concerns, could El Nino give us more water, fewer hurricanes? What's the deal? We're going to go into this in more detail in that hurricane special. But I was at the water briefing today with you, and I also brought some of our neighbors' concerns to City Manager Peter Zanoni, such as, hey, we got a lot of good rainfall, but we pushed back that level 1 water emergency. Did we count our chickens before they hatch? So I brought that question to him, and he gave an update on what the city is doing with that information.
We are not out of the woods. There's still a lot more rain that we need. Because our system is 100% today, except for our groundwater program, 100% reliant on rain. We need the rain to get through this drought of record.
So, of course, he says that they are taking the weather into account on a week-by-week basis. But for all those details on how we may see our weather situation evolve in terms of rainfall this hurricane season, stick around right after this newscast for Plan, Prepare, Survive. That's right here. Don't need to change the channel. I'll have your 7-day forecast coming up in just a few.
I'm Melissa Trevino at Choke Canyon Reservoir. Just a few months ago, this area looked completely different. When I was here in February and again in April, water levels were so low, parts of the lake bed were exposed, enough to walk on. But after our recent rainfall, the lake is starting to fill back up, giving many hope after months of dry conditions. My last visit was in April, and it was dry out here. But recent rain is bringing some much-needed drought relief to Choke Canyon Reservoir. Visitors are welcoming the change.
I haven't seen this much rain in like back to back since It's been a while.
Jesse Ortiz says seeing water return to the reservoir is encouraging.
Well, I know we definitely need more rain, that people can come out and enjoy, but I don't know, the weather's been weird. Let's just start, we'll see what it comes and see how things go.
But many know there's still a long way to go. According to water data for Texas, as of Friday, Choke Canyon Reservoir was about 7.9% full. A month ago, it sat at 7.4%. Park Superintendent Jose Uribe says rain across South Texas, including upstream areas, is already making a difference.
We're getting rain right on top of the lake, but we're also getting rain on the northwest side of the Frio River. So, up in the hill country, and eventually that water will make it down to the lake.
Uribe says water flowing through the Frio River system could also help boost lake levels in the coming weeks.
And it's moving up. Thank goodness. We just hope that this pattern will continue. And certainly it's exciting to see the water coming up, be able to see the landscape changing.
Recent rain has brought some relief after months of drought, but much more is needed to get the reservoir back at full capacity. Reporting at Choke Canyon, I'm Melissa Trevino, KRIS 6 News.
Melissa, thank you for that report. Well, I got a question for you folks that we probably can all agree on. Are you tired of being attacked by hungry clouds of mosquitoes every time you step outside? Well, we've got good news for you. The city has declared war on skeeters. Mosquito control spraying operations will begin Monday. That's when they'll target the Oso Creek area. On Tuesday, North Beach and part of the south side will be sprayed. The target for Wednesday is the Botanical Gardens area. And on Thursday, spraying operations will focus on the bayfront between Airline and Ennis-Jocelyn. Friday will be the west side and the Los Osinos area. And one of the hottest selling products right now is anything that has to do with mosquitoes. You'll find plenty of mosquito repellent yard spray and mosquito dunks at home improvement and grocery stores. When choosing a bug repellent, look for products that contain DEET or oil of eucalyptus. For yard sprays, look for products that contain bifenthrin or permethrin. If you want to kill mosquitoes at the source, look for larvicides. The most common are mosquito dunks or mosquito donuts. Just toss them in any standing water around your home. But the best, single most effective way to control mosquitoes won't cost you a cent. Just get rid of any standing water around your home. Well, City Council is about to look a lot different after election season. District 2 Council member Sylvia Campos will not seek re-election. She announced on social media that she will not seek a third term. She says she needs to focus on her health. Campos has represented District 2 since January of 2023. In her social media post, she thanked her supporters for their time or their help during her time in office. She also urged the community to protect the Inner Harbor and Bay Area. Campos has been a vocal opponent of the Inner Harbor desalination project. And if you're thinking at home, hey, I could run for city council, candidate packets are now available at the city's secretary office. The mayor's seat and seats for all 8 city council members will be on the November general election ballot. The candidate filing period begins on Monday, July 20th, and will end on Monday, August 17th. There is a $100 filing fee. A bond proposal will also be on the November ballot. Well, Corpus Christi police are investigating another fatal stabbing. It's the second one this week. This stabbing happened just after 1:30 this morning on the 4600 block of Everhart. Police say this began as a disturbance at the ranch bar. It continued at a nearby parking lot, and that's where 2 men were stabbed. One of the men later died. No arrests have been made. Police say the 2 men knew each other.
I'm Stephanie Molina, and nearly 2 months after a Kingsville mother was detained by immigration officers with her 7-year-old autistic daughter, they came to the KRIS 6 studio to share their story.
You're watching KRIS 6, part of the Scripps News Group.
I'm Stephanie Molina, and back in March, I told you about a Canadian-born Kingsville woman who was detained by immigration officers with her 7-year-old autistic daughter. Now, after being released, she came to the KRIS 6 studio to speak with me about what her experience was like.
They want people to believe that these people deserve to be there, and they don't deserve what they are enduring.
I first told you about Tanya Warner back in March. She had been detained by immigration authorities after her family was returning to Kingsville from a baby shower in Raymondville. It happened at the Sarita checkpoint. Warner talks about what happened to her and her 7-year-old autistic daughter, Ayla Lucas.
They took everything that we had, made us take out our bobby pins, made us take out hair ties, cut the tie off my dress, stripped us down to nothing.
They were taken to a Border Patrol processing center in McAllen known as Ursula. They spent 5 days there.
Ursula was easily the most traumatizing experience of my life. It was horrible. It's a prison cell block. It's a sensory deprivation chamber. The whole system is used to break you down, and they insisted that I was going to be deported or they were going to deport me, and I could do it the easy way or the hard way.
She met people from Mexico, Colombia, and Venezuela there.
They were not criminals by any stretch of the imagination. One was a commercial cook with her grandmother, and the other was a nail tech from Colombia.
Warner says conditions in their women and children's cell block caused her daughter Ayla to develop a rash. She says they were given antibacterial soap and commercial detergent for their clothes. Warner says it gave Ayla chemical burns.
Did you miss anyone particularly when you were out there? Who did you miss?
My stepsister Molly.
The family was later moved to the Dilley Immigration Processing Center where they spent 14 days.
When you're in Dilley, you're inside of a bubble. I had no idea what was happening on the outside. I had no idea who was rallying for us. I felt incredibly alone.
Warner and her daughter were able to post bond with money raised through crowdfunding. She still has to meet with her deportation officer and must wear an ankle monitor.
The sheer lack of liberty and the loss of my rights has been just, I don't have a word for it. It has been horrible, horrible. Degrading would be a good word for it.
She calls her experience an injustice.
They were supposed to go after the worst of the worst. My daughter and I don't have a criminal history in Canada or the United States.
I reached out to the Department of Homeland Security, but have not heard back from them. Warner says support from the community has helped her throughout this time.
It helped me to walk tall and to feel stronger in myself, that this was an injustice and this shouldn't be happening to us.
Warner says she hopes to start a nonprofit to help detained families bond out like she did, while still seeking her own support as she continues her legal process. Reporting from the studio, I'm Stephanie Molina, KRIS 6 News.
Hey there, happy Friday. A beautiful view outside our studios here in Uptown Corpus Christi. Getting a view kind of to the north where we're seeing some cloud coverage out along the horizon, but a lot of sunshine out there, and that is generally the pattern we'll be in throughout the weekend. We'll notice some more clouds coming back to the mix by Sunday, but I'm not sure that's going to help temper any of this, the heat. Take a look at the temperature and the feels like temperature there noted in yellow. That's the more important number because that's the temperature that your body perceives when you step outside. So that's the number that we need to respond to and prepare for. Right now, it feels like 94 degrees in Corpus Christi, Robstown, Kingsville. It's feeling pretty hot out there because we still have a lot of water sitting in the air around us, but temperatures pretty typical for this time of the year, hanging out now in the upper 80s. We still have a few 90s for inland neighborhoods, such as George West, 90 feeling like 98 right now, and 92 and Freer feeling like 95. So as we head into this weekend, that'll be the focus, staying cool with these warm and humid conditions. And humidity takes the spotlight in a big way because even though we're not going to see rainfall, that humidity really hasn't changed very much. We are in that very humid to oppressive category, and we're only going to feel it even more so as we wrap up the weekend and head into the beginning of the week, Monday, the beginning of June, and the beginning of the upcoming hurricane season. More on that in a moment. But yes, dew point temperatures give us an idea of how much water's in the air with perspective to the temperature, and we're going to be sitting pretty in those middle 70s over the next couple of days. That's good. It gives us the main ingredient that we need for rainfall, but we're not expecting any for Saturday and Sunday, so that just means it's going to be feeling hot. heat risk for Saturday isn't going to be too problematic. We're going to keep it on the lower end of the scale. Most of us here in yellow, so that's a 1 out of 4 minor heat risk, but pay attention to the orange here along the coast. That's a 2 out of 4 moderate heat risk for a lot of our coastal neighbors, and that's where many of us may want to flock to with the heat this weekend. On Sunday, however, we're going to take things up a notch. There's a lot more orange on this map, and again, that's that moderate 2 out of 4 heat risk. You'll want to take those breaks indoors to cool off, stay hydrated, and it's the weekend. You may not need the coffee, but adult beverages such as alcohol and coffee are desiccants. They work to dehydrate you. So for each one of those that you have, you need to have a good tall glass of water to go with it, and checking on the kids, pets, and elderly. They're more susceptible to heat-related illness. But maybe you're heading to the beach this weekend. The forecast is going to be very agreeable for it. So we haven't talked about this in a while. Time to get familiar with the beach flags. I'll step out of the way so you can see it here. Green, you're good to go. You still want to swim with a buddy? Be cautious out there, but overall the conditions should be pretty friendly. When you see that yellow flag, you need to be alert. That's where you could have some rough surf out there, but generally something that is okay for most folks. Red means you need to stay shallow and be very alert out there. It's likely when we have those rip currents that we see the red flag the most. Purple for that hazardous marine life. We may have some of those surprises washing up, so it's good to keep that in mind. But what is the beach forecast looking like for your Saturday? Not too bad. Might be a good place to be, if not a popular one. Temperatures will be in those middle 80s, and we'll have plenty of sunshine. So don't forget the SPF 30 or higher. The UV index has been pretty unforgiving lately, but overall, nothing really to complain about in the forecast this weekend if you don't mind the heat, aside from maybe the mosquitoes. We'll have a low risk of rip currents, surf 2 to 3 feet, and pretty friendly winds for this time of the year. Here's a look at that 7-day forecast. As soon as we come back from the weekend, we'll be putting a focus not only on the rainfall that we're expecting, but also hurricane season. So we'll be excited for some rainfall, and stick around after this forecast. Again, we'll have our hurricane special plan, Prepare, Survive.
From KRIS 6 News, this is a breaking news alert.
Well, we want to recap some of the breaking news about that officer-involved shooting that happened earlier this afternoon. That's when police got a call from the AutoZone on Airline near Holly about someone making threats. Officers got there around 3:30, and at some point, a shot was fired, an officer was hit, and a suspect was taken into custody. No one else was injured. The officer's injuries were not life-threatening. We'll update this breaking story on the air and online at kristv.com as more information becomes available. But in some good news, restoration work is officially underway inside a historic Texas theater located in downtown Corpus Christi. Artisans are restoring a 10-foot wide section inside the Ritz Theater on North Chaparral. The theater opened in 1929 and closed in 1989. Efforts to restore and reopen the theater have been ongoing since then. The current work will take about 3 weeks to complete. It'll serve as a guide for the rest of the building's rehabilitation.
So as I said, we did the microscopic analysis to find that these were we could say from here, there's some white spots in there. That's when we drill into the surface and pull out and then put it under the, so we could see the layers. Right. Every theater has its own, its own drama, its own idiosyncrasies.
Right. Wow, that's a beautiful way to describe it. Well, the goal is to reopen the Ritz in time for its 100th anniversary. That would be in 2029. It would be a performing arts and community entertainment venue once again. Stephanie, we have a lot of respect and reverence for history, especially downtown. So I'd love to see that Ritz Theater restored. Yeah, and if you are a history buff, that's actually how we begin this year's hurricane special. We're taking a look back in time at how hurricane forecasting has improved, not only on a big scale, but specific to here in the coastal bend. So again, we're going to have that for you right after this newscast. Don't go anywhere. But something that's not included in there, I'll give you a little Easter egg. So the hurricane outlook for this season, the forecast is slightly less active than normal. So just a fewer named storms than what we typically expect, but we still need to be prepared, Drew. And if you want to be prepared, stick around. 3 minutes from now, we've got our hurricane special Plan, Prepare, Survive. That's coming up next on KRIS 6 News. That'll do it for us on KRIS 6 News at 6. We'll see you at 10. Bye.